Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ketchup Court, the spiciest court in the land, the place that we go to have fun, enjoy ourselves, and bring you updates about Laura's crazy mother. I mean, did you see that CCTV? Oh gosh. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, and we're also going to talk about a lot more things on the stream today, and we're going to go through the last declarations. I did also. Truth be told, I haven't seen most of your the justice for Clayton and justice for Greg Gillespie and Mike, all of that. I haven't examined and thoroughly went through your Twitter page, but when I did, and when I did find, and when I not find, but when I did finally manage to go through your tweets where you rebuttal, I find that I know nothing. I became the wisest man on earth. So in with me today to kind of fill in the gaps is IT Goatee Brad and Lauren, Lethal Lauren. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
try. I'm sorry.
yeah, you
I
got it. You
wanted
got
to
it.
try again. I wanted to go again, but
It's all good, man.
I'm so sorry. Near, near die.
Yep, yep.
Gosh,
You got it.
dude,
You're good. You
does
got it. You got it.
does does everyone have this issue with your name?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
why we just say Lauren. We don't we
Yeah,
we, we just forget about last names.
I left that part out too, so
I kid
nobody
you
has to
not.
say it.
I'm actually being serious. I actually kid you not. I actually went on Google twice today,
Hmm.
twice yes, no, three times yesterday, just to like listen to the pronunciation of the name, just
That's
so
a.
that I
It
could
was
be right.
a. It was a good hustle. Good hustle, man.
That's right. I was doing my laps. I was doing running back, and then it just unfortunately it didn't pan out today. But welcome to the channel. How are you doing, Lauren? It's good to have you here. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm good. I'm a little tired. I got school and work, and then I'm doing this YouTube stuff, so I've been pretty busy. But today's been pretty calm, so we're good.
Yeah, okay. And Brad, how are you?
I'm doing
You've
great.
been
I mean, home life's been doing well. Work's great. So all peachy on this end. Just rather busy.
okay. And then I'm not gonna forgive you for touching the thermostat while I was away in here, but
Hey, it was warm. Y'all need to learn how to get AC so that you can get a little bit colder up there because your stone made houses are not very good for
we know
getting rid
Mason.
of heat. Yeah.
What in the world are you talking about? What is
We know
happening?
Mason.
What?
Oh, it's a privilege.
He had
I
to
had
reboot his computer, so he told me don't touch the thermostat.
Uh,
But he told it to me in a Twitter message that I didn't see. So then he comes back on screen and says, "Did you touch the thermostat?" And then we were
and he
just
made it
bantering back
funnier
and
because
forth.
when he went to his Twitter, he actually got the joke. That's
I'm listening to stuff about stone huts and whatever's going on over here. I don't know.
Because
So,
Dr. Heinz is from the UK and they don't have AC. So
wait, I didn't know that. I'm supposed to
no,
go there, and I'm supposed to go there next month.
it's rather unfortunate. We don't really need it because nothing
Hmm.
really gets hot at all here.
Yeah.
Probably once, like the only heat wave we have is probably like 25 degrees Celsius, and it's happening today. As you can see, I'm sweating. That's still not compared to the fact that you guys would die. When this is winter for you guys, actually, this is actually winter. So, um, yeah, but
25 is winter?
yeah, well, I mean, it's winter. It's winter weather. It's like
Mm-mm.
25 degrees. So it's winter for you guys. Because
Mm-mm.
we're dying here.
In
Rosie,
Michigan, it gets cold.
oh, I heard about Minneapolis as well. I heard about what is it? Up north, nearer to
Yeah.
I don't know.
St. Paul, the Twin Cities, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. That's the one. Um, Rick is from there.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well with his case. Rosalind Duke, let me thank you so much for tuning in. See in traffic. I don't know why this is not popping up. I wanted to highlight, but it's not popping up. Okay, this is weird. Okay, it's not popping up. Your chat is not popping up, but I can see your chat. I know other people cannot. But you're gonna have to trust me. It says trust me, both source. But Rosalind did say sitting in traffic will be listening to, and that's it. So you gotta trust me that it is on your screen. So Rosalind, thank you so much for tuning in. RJ, right? It is my stream. I don't remember IT Goatee or Lauren having ketchup court? Or
No,
do
I've
you
never
guys
been in
even
the
like
ketchup
ketchup?
program.
Do you guys even like ketchup?
I
Ketchup is one of
exclusively
my
like
favorite
ketchup.
condiments.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't usually use anything else. Pretty much, I'll use barbecue sauce, but that's about it.
well, well, the channel got respect. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No hate, no one. But so that's the so like I said, we're going to be going through a lot of the declarations to do pertaining to the Mike Marracini filings from 2018 when they were going for when she was challenging not challenging but she was applying for restraining order that was later renewed, which is baffling, but it was later renewed in 2020 against Mike Marracini from Laura Owens. Let me literally so before we do go into that, and this is kind of last minute because I need to find those declarations ASAP. I want to react to this. I actually do want to react to this. I actually do want to react to the video that was released. First and foremost, who is Schnitzel? What's his name?
Snitchel
Schnitzel
Ninja.
Ninja, yeah.
Schnitzel Ninja. It's the funniest. Okay. Who is Schnitzel Ninja? Do you guys
Well,
actually know
if you
him?
want to be specific, it's Schnitzel Ninja 69. So
I didn't want to say that last part. I didn't.
It's
You.
just a
I
number.
remember.
What are you trying to place on it?
please.
I actually remember. I was watching your stream yesterday. Actually, a part of it, and I think you mentioned Schnitzel, and I think you said flipping it. I think you literally, when you actually realized what 6ix9ine actually was, your face was priceless. I was like, you actually said it. I realized that. I fell over laughing, but
Yeah.
but yeah, let me. Okay, so, uh, 1 second. Let me see if this works. Right. So, I mean, while I'm trying to sort some things out at the back end here, I can see that all of you are still coming in. So maybe it's a good thing that everything is going bad today, and it gives you guys a bit of chop. So, Nom the Plume, welcome. Kirsty Jones, welcome. I've been following Laura and Blair since it started. So nice to see you all together. Oh, I'm glad to have. Oh, nice. It is nice to see. Oh, okay. You guys go fine. Kirsty Jones, thank you so much for tuning in. Stephanie, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Hopefully I'll get this thing working. But let me share the screen so that you guys can see. Because I do have questions. I have not finished the whole thing. I've only watched halfway, and to be quite fair, I only watched halfway through reacting on yours because I wanted to get it. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty. It was quite interesting to learn that that you work with people with mental health problems because I have been in that system. It's not necessarily easy having to placate those that are not of sound mind, but I wanted to say off the cuff because I didn't want like a bearing repeat of the officer's performance. How they handle
Yeah.
this situation here, but yeah, it was actually embarrassing.
Pretty embarrassing.
It definitely goes
Yeah.
without saying. I remember, I think when you were making the comments, it resonated with me because I remember when I was going through my issue, and I was thinking, if these police were actually doing what these guys were doing, I don't know how events those days would have gone because they done it by the book. Um, in my case, they done it by the book. They were
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, 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 you were in Japan." I saw their notes and all that. When I requested, I was like, "Oh, because of GDPR." Point is, they recounted everything I was saying. I was like, but they were like, "Yeah, yeah, it's all good. We know that," but they were writing to give full clarity of my mental state and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that for me that was the most takeaway because what you guys, at least watching from over here, what you Americans say about how bad the police force is. I didn't realize it until I watched it and I saw how you broke it down. So that was really good because I wouldn't notice that. I mean, coming from here, I wouldn't pick that up. But when you put, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can actually see the glaring differences in how they
Yeah.
done it. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the okay. So I'll start with you, Lauren, because you would know a lot more about it. I'll start with you, Lauren. What is this? What is actually the context behind this particular wellness check that's happening from Scottsdale Police Department?
I believe she had been posting some like on her Medium post or something like that. She said something vaguely alluding to self harm or suicide, and so somebody called like because they wanted the police to check and make sure that she's okay. Obviously, she's writing that she is like anything resembling self harm. If you write it and post it on the internet, it's gonna scare somebody. So that person just called to have the police check on her and make sure that she wasn't like in harm's way or that she hadn't tried to hurt herself, and that's why they were sent out to the house. As you know, that is not exactly what happened, but yeah. So
Yeah. Okay. So, Brad, have you uh seen this footage or reacted or
Yep.
done reactions to it? Nope.
So I saw it, and then I saw that Lauren went live, and I was able to finish watching the video before Lauren was done watching it because she was adding her commentary and whatnot. But the big thing about police forces is the American psyche is really weird when it comes to police forces because a lot of people believe that we had a very old show back in the 70s called Andy Griffith, starring Andy Griffith, and he played this cop or the sheriff in this very tiny, cozy town, and a lot of people still believe that their police force acts like that. And he had a counterpart named Barney Fife, and Barney couldn't be trusted to have a bullet in his gun, so he always kept his bullet in his pocket, and he only had one, even though he had a 6-shooter. And he would always, fumble over things and not do things the way that it's supposed to be done, or try and be too much on the letter of law. And then Andy would kind of be the foil to that and try to be like, well, no, there's has to be some moderation in what we're doing about this stuff. But the conduct that we see in this case or in this welfare check is just so outrageous because, as Lauren made a statement multiple times, if you're being called on a welfare check for someone, you need to lay eyes on that person,
Right.
because you have no idea what the reason or well, the reason that someone called in and said, I have reason to believe that something is not right here. And then the cops just show up and they're presented with somebody who's not the person that they're intending to talk to. And they, especially it's the mother of the person who says that it's, that they're being responded to. And it's like, it's a 30-year-old woman, and mom can just say, yeah, don't worry, it's okay.
huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom could do that while somebody else is burying her in the backyard. For all you
Yeah.
know, like that's crazy. I can't believe they didn't check on her.
Yeah. And like this is the first time me seeing Lauren's mom. So
My mom.
no,
Laura's
Laura,
mom.
Laura, Jesus Christ.
I was like, where is she?
I just realized what happened. No, that's not what happened.
How'd you get that footage? Wow.
I have been on numerous dates to know that you cannot get the girls' names mixed up and get away with it.
Well, here we are.
So Dr. Hides is a real ladies' man getting multiple girls in the same night.
I mean, I didn't say I was successful. But yeah, I will make it up to you, Lauren. Promise.
We'll have to figure that out later. It's fine.
Let me just read the chat real quickly before we go into the video. We have got the chat back. Oh, Lord, how did I fix that? Who knows? But let's hope it doesn't happen again. Bagel Bite, yay. Here to support Lauren and Brad. Dynamic duo here. Oh, thank you. Well, welcome to the stream too. I mean, I exist. Dynamic trio. I'm playing. I'm playing. Very welcome. Stephanie B says, I am glad all the knowledgeable professionals agreed that they didn't do the job correctly. Big Boss says, Laura made great points in her live reaction to this. I wholeheartedly agreed on her take on the police interaction. Now, I have something for you guys. So I have loads of questions to ask each and every one of you in regards to this case, but I don't know how that would fare. But I was talking about I'm referring to the tweets that's going to come up later on. So heads up for that. Heads up for that. But yeah, but primarily, Brad, I want to know your reactions to it, especially your reactions. Rosalind Duke says, "Squirrel." I mean, gosh, all these inside jokes. I mean, okay, squirrels. They, get those nuts. Do 6ix9ine on those nuts. I have no idea.
Oh my god!
I don't know what squirrel means.
No, it's squirrel. It's like you're getting distracted. It's like we're talking about something. Oh, look at that!
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh, it's me. Oh, it's talking about me. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Let's get on to the video. All right.
Is Laura here? Yeah, she is somebody called in a welfare check about her?
Yes. Yeah. It's a friend from New York. I don't know if you know who that might be.
No. What I do know is that she is the target of an online harassment campaign that has been going on for months.
Okay. Sorry. Whenever I hear an harassment campaign, a target of something like that, I'm sorry. I just have to, for one, Amber Heard's picture comes in my head because that's how all these charities have been going behind that. So that doesn't really do much justice because I feel like, but it sounds so impossible. I mean, who actually sits down to coordinate online harassment and bullying? Who actually does that unless you're on what's that like Kiwi Farms? If you're on Kiwi Farms, I get it. But like really and truly though, like on Reddit, I know like.
All right, guys, our next meeting's on Wednesday. Make sure you show up. There will be punch and pie, and we'll be talking about all the things that we're going to be doing to ensure that we are legally bound to harassing this person.
Oh, dude, I just looked up Kiwi Farms.
Oh, you want to talk about cesspools, Lauren? Then the Kiwi Farms is where you want to be.
Wait,
I'm ready for my bath.
Wait a second. This is the first time of you know about Kiwi Farms.
No.
Oh, jump in. Jump in. But yeah, it just sounds so fantastical because it doesn't happen. An online campaign harassing one woman, Laura Owens, who is so irrelevant that I know. Oh damn! I was gonna make a joke there. Never mind. It's gonna be something about someone that's so relevant.
She wants to be relevant. She wants to be relevant in her podcasting. She wants to be relevant in her horse career.
She does it with her mom, and her mom is even less relevant than her. Her mom has never been on TEDx. Like, how does she? I'm sorry.
Well, her mom is a award-winning journalist or whatnot.
She was an investigative journalist or something like that.
All right. Okay, I'll eat that one. Okay, I didn't do my
Put
research.
ketchup on it first.
Sorry, go on. What are you saying, Lauren?
Oh, nothing.
If you're going to eat it, you might as well put ketchup on it.
Yeah.
Pause.
And one of the things that they wanted to do, it was started by a disgruntled ex-boyfriend of hers. And he started posting all of this crazy stuff about her on Reddit, stuff that is unbelievable.
Right.
And so he has encouraged people to do, to call in the Scottsdale Police Department and do and ask for a welfare check on her.
Okay.
This is like the third one in a week.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And I had contacted she called in and talked to the Scottsdale Police Department as well, and said, we don't want your resources. This is ridiculous. It's a prank
Okay.
thing.
Mhm.
But I'm happy to go get her. She was taking a nap. This has been devastating beyond belief.
Is she asleep
Pause it.
now?
She's taking a nap, but I can wake her up.
I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Say your
she just said she was taking a nap. So she may not be taking a nap right now. And then now she says, oh, well, she is napping.
Yeah, well, she was taking a nap and then she died, so no need for the wellness check.
She was taking a permanent nap.
That's actually a very good point, because if you're a police officer and you're hearing the word nap, I think you need to ask a bit more questions. Are you napping with the fishes? Are you napping in your bed? What type of nap is this? But yeah.
So the interesting thing is that we only have one call other than this one. Or no, this is the 12. So, okay, yeah, this would be about the third one in a week. Because I thought this was the 10th. I thought this one was the 8th. It's the 12th. But a week ago or 8 days ago, somebody from the FBI called Scottsdale PD for a welfare check on Laura after receiving an alarming tip from her.
Could that be the FBI profiler friend that she's about to talk about?
I have no idea, but
No, I'm totally messing with you. Of course it's not.
FBI received a tip this morning from her. So Laura's calling the FBI saying Redditors are harassing me and it's making me borderline suicidal. So then the FBI then calls Scottsdale PD and says, someone just claimed that they're borderline suicidal. Please go do a welfare check. So that wouldn't fall under the category of my ex-boyfriend is organizing a Reddit campaign against me.
I mean, maybe he's got connections,
Absolutely. Okay.
Somebody needs to play devil's advocate here. It's going to be me.
I will. I'll do it. I will.
I want to come up with
You know
those
what?
ridiculous bullshit.
You know what? You've actually given me an idea. You know what? I'll be an hard ass. I will be a complete Karen Yaks today. I'm going to
Karen.
I'm going to go full on psycho defending Laura Owens. I'm going to do my best to play that role. So for all the stream, you can hate me. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now.
I hate you.
So I'm going to find
That's so personal.
I'm going to find as much credence or as much argument as possible to whatever she has to say. I'm going to try and speak in support of her or whatever. And you guys, it's your job to make me look bad, to rebut everything that I say. And then we're going to do, oh, damn it, I'm not monetized on this channel. Oh, damn, we would have done a poll to see who won the debate. We would have done a poll. But we just put ones and twos in the chats. And then, so if you guys think 1, 2, and 3, Team Lauren and Brad and Team Hines. So Team Hines is Team Laura. And
You're really setting yourself up for success here, man. I gotta tell you.
Absolutely. I like a challenge, actually.
I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
So it will be a
Don't leave me. We're supposed to be a team, Laura.
I just have to get something from the other desk, please.
Wow, I'm not that bad, am I? Go. But after all of this, after we've done debating and exchanging ideas, you guys can vote whether you want Team Brad and Lauren won or Team Hines. If you guys vote Team Hines lost, I will shut down this stream, delete the stream, make sure that no one sees the stream, and everyone will have to be okay with that.
We're
Just
going
so-
full nuclear.
So
This thing will be gone. There will be nothing left.
So we're gonna start again. Based on everything that we've seen so far, I think Laura has every reason to be scared be scared, because being on the internet is it is absolutely terrifying. We have seen Taylor Lorenz cry on the internet, and we've seen her show how the bullies can be bad online. So I feel a lot of sympathy for Laura Owens, that she had to send her mom to come and take the police call that she called for herself. So what has been going on, in my opinion, for Laura has been, in a way, a miscarriage. It has been-
A miscarriage of justice.
Is he okay?
Jay, he killed it for me. I'm sorry. He said, "All right, hands up. Who is clipping the stream?" I couldn't even continue.
He's trying to play straight cop here, but he can't stop laughing because he knows of all the stuff that he's got to say in order to make it work.
Yikes.
I'm gonna keep going. No, you're not knocking me off, Jay. You're not knocking me off. I'm gonna keep going. All right, let's get back into
No,
the
no one
video.
wants you to stop. We're just saying it's going to be terrible for you.
Let me try.
No, it's okay.
Then you have to
Well,
try.
so
Then you have
I
to go
don't-
to side
For some
with-
reason, it wasn't in our notes for your address.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put comments in there that says this is an ongoing prank.
Right. Right.
They still may send. We have to understand, because if it's not us on,
Uh-huh.
or it's not the same dispatchers,
Uh-huh.
they still might just send on it.
Uh-huh.
But I would work on trying to contact Reddit and let them know.
She has contacted them. They will not take it down. They will not take it down. And this guy, he's created different fake accounts. I mean, it's.
He's going to Great Lakes. Have you looked?
This must be terrifying for a mother. I feel for her, because making these crazy accounts, I can understand where Laura is coming from. In
Oh yeah,
wanting
but that didn't
to-
happen, so it's a little hard to be sympathetic. So
Laura or her mother has not produced any evidence that said Reddit accounts were created by Greg. They are only saying that Greg did it because it fits their narrative that Greg is trying to get her.
yeah, your argument is going to crumble when I tell you that one of those accounts was me.
No, but okay, so let me ask this question then. In regards to Greg Gillespie, I know that they were in communications for like a week, and they were trying to sort out the pregnancy and all of that. But if I was to see where Laura is coming from, Lord forgive me for what I'm about to do.
You're gonna need a few more Hail Marys there, buddy.
I'll say a prayer for you too.
What is this, like a pre-confessional? Jesus, what's going on here?
You asked me to do this. I'm trying to legit be objective. And okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Let's get back to let's get serious. Right. Right. But on a real, I do want you to answer this question though. I do want you to answer this question though. You have a scenario in which somebody they want to date you and they are pregnant, but at the same time,
How? What did I do?
so no, I'm just trying to ask, because all Laura was trying to do was they go on a date with him, and
They went
she
on 3
was-
dates.
huh?
They went on 3 dates.
Yeah, 3.
That was enough.
Folks, You know what? We'll be right back. I'm not gonna give up on my defense of Laura Owens. We are going to get her vindicated. Okay. Today is Laura Owens vindication day. I'm going to do it. If Heinz is going, if anyone's capable, it's Heinz. I can do it. That's not grandiose in any way. That's just self-confidence or self-delusion. You pick. It depends on your perspective. Rosalind Duke, unpopular opinion. Jan jumps from victim to victim. First is the bachelor, then is Greg. Jan can't keep the story straight, and she's just regurgitating what Laura has told her. What do you think? Is that true? Do you think that's what happened? Go on.
Laura has weaved herself such a web of stories that it is very easy that when you're trying to explain it to someone, that you can confuse the three big men pretty easily. And we saw recently the handwriting expert was trying to go over the note for that was written on the plane during her and Mike's trip to Iceland, and he was confusing that situation with the current situation of going on with Clayton. So he's trying to tell this panel of people that he's having compared the handwriting to, but his logic or his explanation of the story jumps between stories that we as people who have been basically immersed in this story for months now can easily see where the problems lie. But for someone who's just reading like a couple paragraphs and trying to understand what all was going on and all of the different details, you can't do it. So it's very easy to try and mix them up. The problem here is what we believe is that Jan is actually in on this con of pregnancy and then is trying to use Laura's story and in defense of Laura, as a mom would. I'm not going to fault her for wanting to stick up for her daughter. The problem is
my mom would kick me to the fucking curb. Oh, sorry for my language.
If she knew you were lying,
so you're fine. We're not my
Okay, sweet. Oh, this is gonna go off the rails.
You're crazy, man. Brad, go ahead.
But the thing is we're under the impression that Jan knows that Laura is not pregnant in this footage, and according to the story that David Gingras is going to, Laura absolutely knows that she is not pregnant on November 17th, which is when the mom doc appointment was. So there is no reason for her mom to claim that she's pregnant at this point, provided she didn't tell her mom that she wasn't pregnant.
What date was that you just said?
November 17th.
That's my birthday.
You just wanted to disclaim that, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Anything else that happened that day is irrelevant.
14th, sorry. November 14th.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk about my birthday.
Out there. You still we all still know that it's your birthday, so I guess it's all good.
But still, that's when Laura is confirmed by a medical provider to say that she is not pregnant at this time. So she has every ability to tell anyone that she's not pregnant after that date. She's now receiving multiple welfare checks in regards to her claims of being borderline suicidal over this concern over this pregnancy with the former bachelor, and yet she's not doing anything to allay anyone, whether it's the police, whether it's Reddit, and say, I'm not pregnant right now. She only does it in 16 days when she files the motion to dismiss because she's no longer pregnant.
And this has been, for those that just joining in new, this has been a theme for Laura. Every time, no, I'm pregnant. Actually, no, it's I'm no longer pregnant. Actually, no, I'm pregnant now. Then I'm no longer pregnant. And it's been going on since 2016, probably even earlier. Who even knows at this point? But all of this, in regards to what we're watching right now, this all happened in the time period of December 12th, and this was around, and the little bit of context right there is with that dismissal or that withdrawal, that was around this time as well, as because, correct me if I'm wrong, Clayton filed to get the case dismissed, right? It was an extension of the dismissal, if I'm hearing.
So when a case goes on the inactive calendar, it means that if nothing happens for the next 2 or 3 months, it will be dismissed at that later date. But
okay.
that doesn't mean that nothing could get reopened or discussed about since then. It's just a matter of, hey, there's nothing going on here. If you don't do anything for the next 3 months, it's going to get tossed for inactivity.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood. All right. Jane Jones says, God, I wish she walked out with that moon bump in this video. Well, moon bump was supposed to appear today. Oh God, no. I tried to make it work. I was gonna say that she is a lot realer than Laura's moon bump, but real actual moon bump. But yeah, hopefully I am trying to, but that's why I brought it up, because I actually need to find her palette in regards to Greg. But I think Rosalind is right. I am like a squirrel today. So I'm gonna go back to the video before I get distracted anymore. Press play.
Looked into an injunction against harassment.
She has
Okay.
against him. She's this is part of his thing. She's had this against him for 2 years, and
This is an old ex-boyfriend then.
yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's an old ex-boyfriend, and she had the injunction against her harassment against him. I mean, he's really another friend of ours who is an FBI profiler had looked at, what this guy is all about, and she said he's the kind of a person who is not going to stop unless he thinks he's got to win.
Okay.
And he had said to her, he texted her,
Vindication.
Wait, what?
Oh, I missed the vindication.
Me too. What are you talking about, bro?
You're muted.
Maybe that's why he's vindicated.
Yeah. We can't hear you, Heinz. You vindicated yourself into muteness.
That tracks. He's vindicated of this perspective and having to share it.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join us, sir.
I was gonna say I am vindicated because Laura has got the FBI in her pocket. She has an FBI friend that can. Oh, no, you heard her. You heard her.
That is a fairy tale.
For this moment.
Doesn't matter if she said it if it's not true. We've already verified that she says things that aren't true because I was one of the people she accused of being Greg. Sit down.
But but I want to ask you, if she does have that friend that is in the FBI, as the mom said, what would that make the? Because to me, that makes her claims seem a bit more credible, in my opinion.
No.
What do you think? Why do you say so?
Yeah, dude. And the tooth fairy gave me money when I was little, but like, was she real, or did my mom just say that?
The thing is they said, we have a friend who is a profiler for the FBI. We don't know if that means that it's a contractor that the FBI sometimes uses. We don't know if that person is a full-time federal employee. We just know that this mother is using the FBI to try and say that there are people higher up working on this case and trying to alleviate the fears and get the police off their backs.
Fair enough. Well, I tried. Well, you guys see that. So how am I doing, guys? Rate me out of 10. Am I defending Laura better than other people have tried defending her? Let me know. Rosalind Duke said, "Oh, to the silent rant."
It was the best rant ever.
Yeah,
You just unfortunately didn't get to hear it.
You gotta trust me, bro. That was fire. Better, much better than Churchill's speech. Can galvanize a nation. I just want to let it out there. Okay, so back into the video in regards to this FBI profiler. Let's hear what she has to say.
I will destroy your life. I will destroy your reputation. And that was 2 years ago. And he's just continued this.
Is he local here or?
Yeah, he's local.
What's his name?
He's local. His name is Greg Gillespie. But he could have called from a fake number, or like I say, he's tried to start stuff online. She contacted the Scottsdale Police Department with a lot of instances of these.
Okay. I'm gonna have to break character. For a minute. I'm going what? No. I'm sorry. I actually like Greg Gillespie. His story is actually. His story is actually sad. It's probably one of the most saddest. No, not the most. I think Mike is the most saddest one. But Greg's story, the fact that you have somebody on your back trying to take you out to dinner using extortion tactics, like I'm gonna put you up I'm gonna put you on the hook for child support, only for the mom to come and say here that this same guy that was rejecting. Bear in mind, this was the same guy that was rejecting this girl and saying, "I'm not going to go on a date with you." Like, she was writing emails after emails. It's not even his email saying, "I don't want you." It's her emails. You're going to try and convince me that this Greg is the one that's calling her now? Sorry. Okay, back in character. Let's
Wait.
Right.
I need to know what's the most number of times a woman could message you in a row that you would still be like, okay, maybe I'll see her again.
New me or old me? Because old me was quite desperate.
You
Didn't
know,
really care
please. I don't even know old you.
Huh?
You present day.
If I got one message, I would be good. It didn't matter.
Just say hi.
Oh no, I'm saying like how
Do you
many
have a
messages
pulse? Yes. Okay.
Oh god, how many messages in a row could she send you before you decided she was too crazy? Like, how many times could she contact you in a row where you?
The crazier, the better.
Well, that's not the point, right?
Has she got one teeth? Has she got one teeth? That's all I need. That's all I need to know.
Okay, it's one tooth, but it's a back molar.
One tooth, yeah.
That's the best kind.
God, why?
I think it's just a matter of let's see how hard we can break Dr. Hines at this point.
I
hope this isn't a glass ketchup bottle.
Anyway, so gosh, that's. But yeah, so I will go back into watching this video. But I just thought I had to say that. I couldn't believe she actually said he called. Of all the people to call, that's not the guy. This guy actually didn't do anything. At least the other two kept in contact with her, like in some kind of capacity, one way or the other. Mike actually didn't. He's actually the one that's actually tried to be like, sorry, not Mike, Greg, like, get away from me. Like, okay, talk to the lawyer. And you're telling me that this guy is calling her up and doing a campaign? I'm sorry. Okay, I just had to rant for a minute. And
you're the crazy email girl, aren't you?
Maybe.
That was old. That was old you, wasn't it? You were the email girl.
Oh gosh.
And they sent it to the prosecutor's office. And the prosecutor's office said that they didn't think they could get a conviction on it. They said there was a lot of stuff, but they didn't know that if they would be able to get a conviction on it. So I think that one of his motives is to try to make it so that when her order against him comes up for renewal next year, that he can say, well, look, she's crazy, look at all this stuff that he's posted online about her, and you know.
Well, and then especially for her, document it, get copies of it, so then she can go right back to the judge and be like, this is what's going on.
Right, and he's contacted a podcaster who has also been doing just relentless posts about her.
They got on Dave Neal. I'll be honest, this is how far I go. I did not watch past this part. So this part,
when you missed the bribery? Come on. How did you miss the bribery?
That was some sort of a weirdo Girl Scout maneuver at the end there, yeah.
I had to leave. Well, I mean, no, I just had things to do. I don't know.
Were you going out with Email Girl? What was going on?
Yeah.
So he's going after Dave Neal. All right. Dave Neal, because okay.
And
so strange.
The minute she said podcast, I knew who it was.
I know.
Well, what happened, what prompted a lot of this stuff is my daughter became pregnant by the guy who was the Bachelor last year.
Okay.
And she became pregnant by him in May, and then he was acting like, oh, you're not really pregnant, or if you are pregnant, it's not mine, and then other times he was saying to us like, oh, but he wanted to be involved in the pregnancy and all this kind of stuff. So anyhow, when
so
this ex-boyfriend
the summary then of that is a reality TV star jizzed in my daughter. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
She just wanted to get that one out there. She
To
couldn't
summarize, a reality TV show star jizzed in my daughter. So, just
Even though her
he
own
did not.
statements
Yeah, right.
show that he didn't, but
Right, yeah. Yeah.
This
just
is
trying to
so
make a high
bad
argument for
to
him.
get caught on camera. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, mama, I'm trying to defend your daughter here, fam. Like, you gotta give me something to work with. You can't just put things like this. I know. You can't just. I'm trying to defend your daughter here. Like, give me something to work with, at least a little bit. Right. Let's get back into this.
pregnancy with this guy, then it sent him like into kind of an overdrive thing, and then he reached out to him, and it's like my daughter finally did a big post on Medium the other day, explaining, just the toll that all of this has taken on her, and how it's crazy beyond belief.
Is that your neighbor?
I think there's probably somebody, our neighbor babysits dogs
Oh,
during the
okay.
daytime, so I think this is like pickup.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we're like,
I know. I'm always kind of like that too.
get online. I also try to get online. You can contact Google at different places and have her information removed from online, like house, phone number, things like that. Work on doing that too. Try to get as much information as you can offline. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
We have to do it, and that's exactly how they tell us to do it. And there's ways to, like, whitepages.com, and you can go on, there's a link, it says remove my information, and you can go on that, have her start doing all that information too. And then I get that they're coming to the house, but see what you can do to block that information.
Right.
So-
Well, I feel
like
really
this woman?
awful for you guys because,
say what?
Is she an actress or a writer, or like is she a journalist? Because she's not selling.
She's a journalist.
She's a journalist. Well,
Yeah, the police are eating this story up like it's free food at a bingo hall.
Or like it's the end of the shift and they don't want to do too much paperwork.
sorry to break character again, but it's not. It's just not convincing. I don't. Buy anything
No
that she's
shit.
saying. I just don't buy anything she's saying. I just don't buy it. Like she's actually pretending
this is
to actually believe what she's saying. I can tell that she's like, "Do you believe me?"
it's a waste of resources, and it's obviously prank stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know what phone number had contacted?
Oh, she looks like Lauren as well. Hmm.
It's a
I have to-
415.
Wait, no, sorry, Laura. Look.
Huh?
Look. It's the name. Is the derivatives. I'm so sorry. I will get it right. Never gonna happen again. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Well, we do know Lauren did meet Clayton, so you know
One?
we can
Hi.
we that's all it takes.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
say
if you're
anything.
straight. I don't have that problem. No jizz babies for me.
You just have to
He
be
said it-
in a
he said
sphere
it-
of influence.
All right. Let's move on.
Area code. It's out of New York.
415 is
Exactly.
San Francisco, because we're
Yeah.
from San Francisco. Our numbers are 415.
Oh,
The
okay.
415 one day, I tried.
All right. What's going on? Why is there no sound?
It just
They're
Is that-
exchanging
Oh,
the
oh.
information about the person who called in the welfare check, which
Oh, okay,
is
my bad, my
not
bad.
something that they
That's
should
another
be
they had
doing.
for her.
The person that called us gave us that phone number.
Oh, now I get it. because I saw your rant early on, and I had to go because you were on that subject, Lauren, for quite a bit. I didn't know that you were referring to this. Oh,
Mhm.
damn. Oh, no, that's like getting a tip, and then the criminal calls and says, "Who gave you the tip?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, this guy gave me a tip." And then the criminal,
Thanks for that info. I'm gonna go throw them into with cinder block shoes, and they're gonna be gone forever.
that makes no sense. Oh, I didn't even realize. I was like, "Oh, they actually gave information." That's mad. I didn't
they
know.
still-
I thought it was just the general. I thought it was like little protocols that they're breaking that they could follow, like let's say making notes, making certain notes, or as she's speaking.
No,
I was
dude.
thinking like that kind of reference. They gave the identity of the caller. No.
Well, they gave the phone number.
The phone number at least.
So she could see if she knew who it was. Because I don't think they had a name. Probably not. Just a phone number. But if you
there
listen
is a
to
name
the,
on the call.
Oh, that's right. Okay. But if you listen to the 911 call, you can also hear it's a woman's voice, so it's definitely not Greg.
I didn't even. Oh, so there is a 911 call recorded.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, flipping heck.
It's on justiceforclayton.com.
When did this? Okay, this, to be quite fair, this story came out yesterday. Yesterday? No. 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago.
Video came out yesterday.
Mhm.
Yesterday. Yeah, I didn't even know all of this. Every day learning something new. Let's continue watching.
Contact her so that whoever called doesn't have
Is
her.
getting old information online.
Whoever called is getting old information online.
How do you know that? I don't think that's even true. Well, her lawyer also posted her address and phone number online. I tried to get him to redact it, and he said it was fine. So, I mean, who
I have
cares?
never seen a police. I'm sorry, I'm shocked because that's actually incompetent. How? If she was smart, I'll be asking, how did you know that? How did you know that? Like, no, because you said it. You said it. That was the first thing that came into my head. How did you know that? But like, she's not. Well, I think she knows to us, but let's move on. Let's move
Okay,
on.
do you
I'm
have?
surprised they actually asked.
Because I
I
just
can,
like
let
to.
me give me a second. I'll walk out and go grab
Okay.
it.
Oh, that would be great, because I'd really like to see if I think it's probably a fake number, but yeah, if you could let me know, that would be great.
Do you know how to spell Greg's last name? Is it Gillespie?
ESPIE.
Do you know his date of birth by chance, or about how old he is?
I think he's around Laura's age, so I think maybe 89 or 90.
89.
The year he was born.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what? Okay.
Oh,
When I said old boyfriend, I meant old boyfriend. Yeah, 89 by 8.
And
Your
he's
daughter might be dead in the
dyslexic.
house, but here, let's joke about
he's white.
a misstatement of
Right, yeah.
And he lives
year
here
of
and
age
stuff,
for
and
how
so-
old
Yeah,
someone is.
Misstatement. Sorry.
I'll be honest. I am as inappropriate like that
Minor
as well.
misstatement.
I would do something.
Oh my
like
god. I guess I wasn't watching this very closely yesterday because the pen, for a second, when I just like glanced at it with that box over it, it looked like the tip of a gun, and I was like, "Sir, what are you doing?"
Perfectly opposite then.
I think he lives on.
Okay.
Okay. Has he been harassing her by stopping by the house at all, or anything like that?
He has gone into her email. They dated very briefly, and she became pregnant by him.
Okay.
And he was very, shall we say, violent in his effort to get her to have an abortion. So she.
Now, how ridiculous is that statement? He's been particularly violent in the way that he's done this online stuff. That is a gross mischaracterization and leads a police officer to believe that he has been violent, but just in his words. That's not. I really don't understand how they can take what this woman is saying seriously.
Unless he was saying something like, "I'm going to kill you if you don't abort this baby," which, as we know, is not what happened. Then no, it's not violence.
Are they referring to this message? Is she referring to that message?
Which message?
The one here regarding Mike Marracini. How first lie about a pregnancy and not once but twice. Is that the message that she's referring to about how violent he was trying to get her to get rid of the pregnancy? Is that what she's referring to?
I think she's talking about like the text between them where he's saying like, "Fine, like you want to have a bastard child or whatever." Like he was really at this point he was like really upset because she wouldn't leave him alone, and so he started saying stuff like that. But I think that's what she's referring to. There's no actual violent threat at all whatsoever. It's just her. Or it's just him like repeatedly saying, "I don't want to have a baby with you," basically, and she's saying it was violent. So.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Filed an abortion.
Yeah.
Like those
it's very stupid.
Case against him.
Okay.
Which really ticked him off.
Yeah.
She didn't ask for any money for her. She asked for a charitable donation for abortion coercion. Did you?
Devil's advocacy over. This is false accusation. This is literally you're looking at it, and this is. I don't know how she has manipulated her mom to be part of this. It wouldn't be difficult. I mean, that is your mom, so
I think she and her mom probably have similar personalities. My guess.
Why am I trying to give these people the benefit of the doubt? Okay, I'll go off the cuff. I will.
I don't know. You signed up for it.
Yeah. You've been covering this for 2 months. You know what you were getting into.
No, I actually don't know the mom. This is the first time of me actually hearing and seeing the mom. I actually didn't know the mom was actually lying for her. Like this
Well,
is,
I think a lot of people
this
didn't
second
know.
lie. This is the second lie I've caught now.
Get it? Yeah, it's 4. Okay, let me see here. Hang on a sec.
Actually giving them the details. They're actually giving them the
Trying to
details.
find my text so I can text myself.
1565.
What the police seem not to understand is the reason of all Laura's information is available online is because she went to the press and advertised who she was so she could just get offline. Facts.
Okay,
I had to say that.
Okay.
It's all you, Laura. It's all you. They're actually giving. Oh my god. Oh, yo, Snitzel nigga, you are a legend.
And I'm gonna actually give them a call
Yo,
to follow up with them.
Okay.
What is that? What is?
Sorry, I was gonna say that these cops were gonna get fired, but if you're turning in your body cam with this, and they're looking at this, and they're watching this body cam, and they're reviewing this for your review meetings, and nothing happens, That's actually bleak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People of
Yeah, it is.
Scottsdale, sorry. Like, that's sorry.
That's one of the big problems with the criminal justice system in the U.S. is that frequently we find that cops can get away with just about everything unless there's something so heinous that causes such an uproar that there's literally cities burning for the idea that justice needs to be done. And then the city basically says, we've got to, put on a defense. The police unions still stand by the person until they get convicted of doing something. And then, oh, surprise, he's convicted in doing something. And then they basically throw one under the bus for the team and the greater cause.
Unfortunately.
Hey, not to
Great
put a
drive,
damper on things, but I gotta go in about 20 minutes because it's my dad's birthday.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all good. So let's speed this up, shall we? Double speed.
I
double
don't. She didn't. I was saying that my daughter had briefly dated this Greg guy, and in 2021, I guess, she had become pregnant by him, and he was very violent in his effort to persuade her to take abortion pills, and she filed an abortion coercion case against him, not seeking any money, but saying, nobody should be, taking you by the mouth and forcing pills down your throat to get you, to have an abortion. And so this really started all of his anger against her. And she was able to get a protective order against him. And, it's just like I say, this whole thing has, once he found out, that she was pregnant by the bachelor guy, then he was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go tell him this stuff. And he's made lies. I mean, he's made crazy things. He's posted online stuff saying that that he went to high school with her, which he never did. I mean, he's posted on these fake accounts saying that he knew her in high school and that she.
So what's the likelihood that somebody who's not Greg Gillespie has a Reddit account and said, I went to high school with Laura, and that actually being true?
Just gonna throw this out there. That one was not me. So, just saying.
But I mean, she's implicating that people on Reddit are 100% Greg Gillespie using hundreds of accounts to be able to try and create this online controversy about her, and then making statements like, "Yeah, I went to high school with her." Like that, it's so weird to think that someone would have the time and the effort, or put in the time and effort to create these accounts. I have 2 Reddit accounts, and switching between them is a pain in and of themselves. And the idea that he would create, 5 or 10 or even hundreds for the sole purpose of trying to discredit Laura with her own public accusations through documents, through her interactions with the public on Reddit, responding to the things that she posts on Reddit, and everything else is just infuriating.
Absolutely is. Devil's advocate. Sorry to play this. Gotta ask the question.
I thought we were done with this.
Huh?
I thought we were done with this.
Oh, okay. Wait, are we? I didn't know that we were done.
You said I'm done with this. You said I can't do this.
I also prayed for forgiveness. I also prayed. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna ask. So, flip the neck. Damn it. Okay, so
Was it about creating the Reddit accounts, or?
no, yeah, it was actually. It was. I was gonna say that. No, I can't bring myself to say it. It is possible that people could create Reddit accounts. I can't even bring myself. It is possible that people can create Reddit accounts. But I do have one question before I even think of launching this defense. Has she even said any of these accounts? Like, a username or something? Did she give that at all to the police? No.
Nothing
Yes?
that we've seen.
All right.
Kid.
I'm not gonna
She just
defend it.
makes arbitrary statements that all of these Reddit accounts are Greg saying untrue things about me. And it's like, okay, well, do you have anything to back it up? Well, no, I just know. And he hacks my email and he hacks everything else of mine. And it's like, okay, but do you have anything that shows proof of it? Like, well, no, I made a police report, and that police report says that TeamViewer was on my phone and it wasn't before. So that's obvious proof that he did it. And it's like, no, it's not.
Well, I mean, the reason why I was asking is because I damn it, flipping neck.
Oh God, I literally just forgot. I
You
literally
got lost in prayer.
No. I was literally reading the chat. Most of us have full-time jobs and families, and I literally forgot what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
No, but it was in regards to no, it was I'm going to rest on this point because I have no point now because
Okay.
if she did not even produce a Reddit account, why am I going to defend it? At least produce a Reddit account so that at least I can speculate a little bit, but nothing to
Neither here or there. Let's move on.
The father of somebody else, the principal, the school principal. I mean, things that are so unbelievably outrageous. I mean, it's just like, it's to really, I think, try to discredit her again so that when her order against him comes up,
Yeah.
that it'll look like, oh, wow, you look at this stuff online, man, So,
So there is a current order of protection against him.
yes,
Okay.
there is. And
Was
like I
that
say,
Yeah,
filed
Expired
through Scott?
the minute that she mentioned that Laura was getting harassed, I think the police became sympathetic.
Still or
Yeah. Mhm.
county? Okay.
Mhm.
So-
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, and the guy is unhinged. I mean, I had no clue when, I had said to her when she wanted to file this abortion coercion case in the first place, I said,
how do people lie like this?
This actually has to be studied.
Pathologically.
Yeah, how do people actually lie like this? And it's not even her that's going through this; it's someone else.
you know what, just let sleeping dogs lie, just be done with him and everything like that. And she was like, no, I feel really strongly about what he did and the way he did it to me. And so, she went ahead with it. And as I say, it just started this torrent of
Yeah.
really, really bad stuff. But anyway, I appreciate it. And
No problem.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look into trying to get any information you can removed online because they had your name too.
they did, what did they have? As
Elizabeth,
okay, that's my given name. Jan is my nickname. Jan's the
Elizabeth,
name I
and
use.
then Robert.
Who?
What was it? When I took a picture of it, just
Oh, okay,
they
yeah.
have your husband's name too.
Okay, Ron.
Ron.
Okay,
So
Maybe it was Mary Lincoln's.
and
Bill.
this address. So
yeah,
I would definitely try to see whatever you can remove from online.
yeah. No, they've been trying to post on our social media stuff. They've posted on her social media stuff. They've and this guy, as I say,
Comments on public posts.
when she was going out with him, he said, like, well, I'm really suspicious of people, so would you give me your passwords? Because I wouldn't want to think, I want everything to be I want it to
Whoa! Stop! Wait! BS! Sorry, couldn't take it. Sorry. Wait a second. You telling me that Claim? She's referring to Claim here, right?
Oh, Greg.
Actually, it doesn't really matter who she's referring to. You're telling me that this happened to her, and this is not in a filing, and she just wanted to just put that out there, wanted to like completely just throw it out, keep that out there for Greg's sake.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
You can't lie like this. I'm sorry. I know I'm new,
If she's a-
and I
But
wasn't
they
born
do.
yet. I wasn't born
And they
yesterday.
and they build this repertoire of police reports to be able to try and justify it.
I
was
mean, if she's
born-
giving her
was
passwords out
born-
to third dates, then I probably, know a prince in Algeria who wants to talk to her. So
And not only that, she says, I will give my Banner Health password to anyone to prove that I'm pregnant.
Literally anyone.
Yeah.
I was born last night. Oh, damn it. I ruined the joke. Oh, well. I was born at night, but not last night. Damn it. Oh, well. I hate when I mess up a joke. No, I messed up a joke. I said the wrong way around. Oh, well. Now, let's get back to the video.
Each other. So she was like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. So he's gone in to her emails from years and years ago and doctored emails and sent them as though they were from her. He's doctored letterhead. He did come here one time when she was
Projecting.
and the first thing he said is, hey, I need your parents' Wi-Fi.
This is Dovo.
He never went to their house.
How on earth
No,
are
I can tell you
Dovoing
100%
like this?
she did not go to their house.
I know she like
That did not
that
happen.
is Dovo. She literally flipped everything on his head.
Mm-hmm. Laura's the one
He's out
who's
here, he's out.
impersonated everything. She's the one who's doctored emails, and surprisingly enough, her mom is saying that no, it was Greg doing it.
It's as if Laura teased them up and they just go and slam dunk it and put it on the net and all that. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
I need their Wi-Fi. What's their password and stuff like that. So he's been doing a.
Hey, Duaz, welcome.
If later when you speak to Laura, like I said, I don't necessarily want to wake her up, but if she wants to speak with someone from the police department about everything that's been going on lately, because you said it's been the third time in about the last week or so.
Right, and she had talked with Detective Reedy, I think, he had come up with, he had sent the stuff and forwarded it to the prosecutors, but the prosecutors just said that they'd have to be assured of getting a conviction.
Have her reach out to Detective Reedy again and let him know what's going on with this now. That may be able to kind of help maybe refile.
What?
I just realized something. Laura's toast.
What's up?
Yeah, this video is gonna be used as
Not if you read David Jingers's latest posts.
Yeah, we don't really take those with much credibility.
1 second.
Though.
The only David Jingras, and I forgot to actually update this because I'm going to ask you now. Actually, damn, I was actually meant to. We're going to talk about what has happened. Thank you so much for reminding me because I was actually gonna. I was gonna ask this at
We've
the
got
end.
9 minutes.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me because I was trying to speed through this, then ask this question before you guys go, and then I try and read these last few declarations. What is this about David Gringos and the state bar?
So, according to David, there's been 2 bar complaints filed against him. One by the expert witness from Greg Woodnick,
Dr. Deans.
Dr. Deans, and then a second one from someone within the JFC quote-unquote collective, which I'm glad he dropped the cult idea because it makes the statement sound better. Because if he just said JFC cult member, then it's like, oh gosh, but he says JFC collective, and it's like, okay, yeah, it could be a collective. It's just people who gather around an idea, and
It's almost like that's what it is.
Yeah, like. But
so
yeah,
is he gonna lose his license or something like that?
So the way that it goes is someone submits some evidence, and they say, we believe that this attorney has acted unethically in this manner. And then they submit a letter to the attorney that's being accused and says, okay, please submit a written response in due time and respond to these allegations. And then they investigate the allegations in coordination with the response provided by the attorney. And then a decision is made, either no action is going to come, there could be a suspension, there could be a revocation of bar license, or any other stipulations that need to be made.
Right. Okay. Appreciate the breakdown. Okay. So he could lose his license then if it's not for the company.
I mean, it's losing license. It's like the nuclear option. The likelihood of that occurring is very low.
I
I should have caveated it better, but I was asking in the context of what he was saying in regards to the judge. Now that people are making complaints, do you think that there is a likelihood that those will be stacked up against him or things like that? Is basically what's around. Basically what I was trying to get.
Lauren was on with the Tilted Lawyer last night talking about the allegations. Do you remember if the Tiki comments were in the document?
I didn't see it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it wasn't on there because I was like distracted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because those documents were after the trial date, and they could always submit additional things to the bar complaints, but I don't know if there's if that was specifically included in it or not.
Okay.
I want to say it was, but I can't say with 100% certainty. So.
Don't say it if you can't have conviction behind it.
Yeah,
never do that.
But Junior said that he provided written responses. His written response to the dean's allegation was 70 pages, and then the JFC collective member was 58 pages. So
I can't imagine he really needed to say that much to Dr. Dean's claims, but okay.
But 70 pages is quite a lot.
No, that's what I'm saying. That sounds like you're way overdoing it, man. Like, what's up with you? And like sometimes he'll do that, and then he'll criticize Greg for like writing a long motion. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, what are you? Pick a lane.
Like his motion for continuance in the very beginning. He wrote, it was what, 13 pages? But it could have been literally a sentence or two.
I just listened to Dave read it because I was like, I cannot do this. Also, who's the douche? Because I think that was the first thing he ever wrote. So I was just kind of like, who's the douchebag?
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
Right, let's go back into this. Well, okay. Yeah, share it first.
I think what his thing was that it would be difficult for him to be able to prove, she was suspicious of all this stuff.
Yeah.
But there's nobody else who would have the motive to do that.
It is difficult
It's hard
to prove.
to
with
prove it,
the-
yeah.
It's proving because he goes under fake names. He, like I say, he obviously, doctor. Did they say what their concern was when they called?
Suicidal comments.
Okay, well, because when she posted this thing on Medium, she had written in there that this unrelenting, this has gone on for months, that this had made her
Spit it out, Jan.
suicidal.
Okay.
So
but the call was warranted.
She said the borderline suicidal thing, but that's not,
Yeah,
It's not the case.
right. It's like
No. You don't get to make that determination.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Does she have any friends in New York?
These officers suck.
Watch this. How do you watch this and keep your job? I don't know about you. I'm sorry.
My daughter lives in New York. My other daughter lives in New York, but she's well aware of what's going on. No, she would.
And she would contact you directly.
Oh,
if she was
of
concerned.
course. And Laura talks to her like 2 hours.
There was one question that I was waiting for them to ask to at least make this line of questioning very, at least make them believing her this easily makes sense. Like, are you the carer or the guardian of this person? That is very important because if they ask that question and she says yes, that means legal custodian. If she says no, I'm just the mother, no, she's an adult now. So I'm very surprised they didn't lead with that because, as Lauren just said, like they literally have no reason to take anything that she's saying here as faith truth. They should be probing, but I'm not seeing that. They just agree with everything she's saying.
Well, yeah, I also noticed nobody in that situation is any kind of medical doctor. So honestly, like it's really bad that they determined for themselves, oh, there's no danger here.
That's mad. I'm surprised. Yo, I should not have clicked off at the 4th minute. I did not know it got this wild. The trains are falling off the wheels quick. Sorry, the wheels are falling off the train quick.
And we haven't even gotten to the bribery.
Oh,
right.
What is this? You know what? I'll find out. When it comes up,
We've got 2 minutes.
Oh, damn it.
So, and I was just with my daughter in there like 5 minutes before you guys rang. And the reason she lives in the casita, and the reason I left was because she said, hey, I'm spent from all this. I just want to close my eyes for a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
When did she post that?
when did she post the Medium thing?
Should yesterday.
Yesterday?
No, it was before yet. I mean, it was on there yesterday, but I want to say it was maybe, today's Tuesday, maybe Friday night or Saturday.
Okay, that kind of goes with the timeline. I'm gonna give
No.
this to you. Not
No,
that,
it does not. No.
Lord.
Yesterday is yesterday.
Explain. Go on. Lauren, what's going on here? How
She's
come
trying
you
to back up
recommend
no, she's just trying to she's trying to reel that back and be like, oh no, this was a while ago, basically, so they will have less concerns that this person is actively suicidal. So she'll say like, oh, she's over it now, basically. This was on Friday or whatever, you know. So that's stupid.
Fair enough.
But she tripped up because she said yesterday twice. So
they might
awkward.
be able
2 more minutes.
to just give her someone else to talk to, or they have resources that we don't even know exist.
Oh, really?
Reach out. They might be able to help you point you guys in a good direction.
Okay.
And also reach out to Detective Reedy again and see
And
if
just
there's
Yeah.
say
anything
that
else
this has
that
been
they
going
need.
on.
Yeah, let him know what's been happening, and
Yeah.
that way he's kind of apprised of it too. So it might be able to help kind of open a different door, a different direction. But reach out to him again.
Okay.
These guys have a lot of resources that we don't even know exist.
Okay.
So give them a call.
Okay, yeah, it can't hurt because
No.
I mean, because like she had said, she had tried to be anonymous with this whole thing initially with the pregnancy.
but
with
she
the bachelor
posted on
guy.
Medium with her name.
And then people were saying, well, wait, you can, or this guy was starting the conversation that, wait, you can Google the case, and then her name comes up, and it's Laura Owens, and she's a podcaster. She and I do a podcast, and we've done it for, I guess it's 2017, and iTunes named us one of the top 25 most downloaded new podcasts in 2018. So we
Shameless plug when she saw the webcam, when she saw the body cam. She had to plug the podcast. She just had to. She was like, whoa, stop.
we've had success with it, but I mean, this is just, you know, she really had wanted to stay under the radar on this, and then she finally decided, like, hey, you know, this guy is controlling the narrative, and I have to speak out. I have to explain what's been going on, because otherwise she was feeling like she was getting no support from anybody, because she didn't really want to go tell her friends and everything like that this was all going on.
Yeah.
So it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But I really appreciate
No
you guys
problem.
coming.
Yeah, we'll put comments in there so they know.
Okay.
Kind of.
Officer Hranick was the guy who contacted her the other night. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, he
we'll
was
put
really
comments in there with the address, and then it'll come up in the history, and we can go back and read through the comments. So we'll try to do that to kind of help you guys out a little bit.
Okay,
so.
yeah, no, I really appreciate it. Anything.
No
You're
problem.
thinking, officer?
Anyway, I've got something for you guys. Hang on one sec.
Oh god.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Here.
I hope this isn't bribing the cops.
Well, thank you.
I
I will never say no to chocolate, so.
Well,
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Take care.
You too.
Yeah.
Brad, you're
It's
muted,
pretty awkward.
unfortunately.
I'm bribery and scandal of the highest order.
That was some Girl Scout shit right there. All right, guys, I gotta run. I'm a little bit past time, so we're going out for my dad's birthday.
Cool.
so,
Hopefully we'll have you back. We will play that devil's advocacy thing. I just need to know. I just literally need to try and. She doesn't have a case.
you got to do some math.
Yeah.
All
I might
right,
have
man.
to enroll in some evening math classes to try and figure out how I can break gravity to help Laura get out of this.
All right, man.
You're
Thanks for
looking
having
like
me.
Atlas Shrugged over there.
I'll see you next time. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, no
see you,
worries.
Lauren.
Thank you for joining, Lauren. Take care of
Thanks.
yourself.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye. So,
It's just you and me now, Brad. Okay, so
Well, I got to
let's
get
read
going
this.
soon too. So
Oh, no worries. I appreciate you for joining, and I appreciate every single one of you. I will go through the filings after I read this chat. It's just a couple of declarations from Mike's Marraccini's sister Stephanie as well, and I did find them. Thank you. Um, Fortunately, but yeah, it's just reading through the last bit of declarations and just reacting to them. So that's pretty much it. So I'll just read the chat quickly. Decorous Eventus, phonetically Decorous Eventus. Hey Lauren, hey Brad. I followed you, Bois. Low. It's great to see you. Someone else views of this fast. I'm glad to be here, Dr. Hines X. Thank you so much for joining the chorus. Cool name. I was trying to maintain my composure as I was reading all of that. But that's a really cool name. Yeah, and this is a fast. I mean, this case is coming at me fast, so I am trying to collate as much as possible to at least, because I'll be very honest, is guys like Brad Haybels and Big Johnson, Rosalind Duke, even Lauren now, that have been carrying me with this. So I'm literally just, yo, every time, and you guys know me, if I don't know nothing, I can't speak on it. So I'm just like, yep, you guys do it. Yeah. So, but I am getting acquainted with these documents, and when I finally have a fully fledged, because it's not like any trial or anything like that where every fact is a kind of established and is tested.
right.
You know what I'm trying to say? This one is just so one-sided. It's yeah. So it's very
Well,
hard.
we had a 2-hour hearing, so it's not like it's a 7-day trial where you have this one witness and you have this one expert, and they're going over each individual detail to explain their one little thing. It's like, no, we had what, 2 expert witnesses and 2 personal testimonies, and that was it.
Right. And there's nothing you can go off with that. So I will do my best to I will put together something. I am definitely going to do a Laura challenge. I am a Laura Owens challenge. I want to see who can defend her the best. That, and I only got this idea from this stream. So I am going to try and invite people to try and see who can do the best job, and you guys can decide. That literally came from today. So that is a stream I want to do, but I need to know this case so that I know how to actually defend this girl. And even if I did, anyway, point is, anyway, the first declaration here is all of these declarations is in regards to.
I'm gonna.
You gonna run? You gonna
Yeah,
run?
I'm gonna run.
Oh,
Yeah.
5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I just really want to go through her because it's okay. Okay, fine. That's fine. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me, Brad. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, you. Have a great day. Okay, so right. So let's go through this declaration. So the first one here is, oh gosh, this is the flight attendant, and the declarations of her when they were on the plane to Iceland. This was back in 2017. Yeah, so I am going to go into that right now. So if you guys can see it, let me know. But we've not got that much left on the stream. Like I said, the last stream we only went through, it was we went through Laura's as well as Colin's declaration. So it's just these ones left. The first one is Karen, and that is the one that was on the flight to Iceland. So we're just gonna read this one here. She, of course, it's just preliminaries that she has to make sure she does this throughout the. But this is the facts of the case. On
second paragraph, as we say. I had never met or seen Miss until around December 30th to 2016. On that day, I was flying on WOW Airlines with to Reykjavik. Reykjavik. I think I said that right. If you are Norse or from Scandinavia here, rate my pronunciation right there. Iceland with my fiance, Miss, and a man I now know to be Mr. Were seated in the row behind me. This is Laura and I believe it's Mike. It's Mike. Throughout the flight, I overheard Mr. Speaking to Miss Owens in a tone of what I would characterize as scary. I can't recall the specifics of what he was saying. I remember him belittling her for a long period of time. He insulted and demeaned her, making belittling remarks one after the other. I already have questions because I want to know exactly the relationship between Karen and this girl. Yes, it's a flight attendant. Yeah, we know that, but I also want to know if this flight attendant I've spoken to Laura in any capacity. If we know that the mom can lie for her on our behalf, I don't have much credibility with this one here. She wouldn't do that though. She always knows. She always been knows she knows best. Gunther von Sprout, thank you so much for joining. But yes, no way she would. Get Megan Fox to play Laura. I need to do that. That's a good shout. Could you imagine Megan Fox? That's a good shout. I need to. I need to. Am I UK based? Yes, I am. I am from Luton, well, near London, but people will remember. But yeah, yeah, the chorus. I am UK based. Oh, I need to stop clicking on it. All right. The entire time, Mr. Mike, and Miss Laura, she cried. When this happened, Mr. would demand that she stop crying and would berate her even more. Even though I cannot remember the specifics of what said during their conversation, I remember that Mr. was emotionally and verbally abusing Miss Laura Owens for a long time. That doesn't. But they mentioned the name. Hold up. Am I the only one that saw the name? I saw her name. They mentioned her name here. Speaking to Miss Owens. So who is this person that's redacted? Wow, the courts are not careful. Did not expect to see that, especially when she was meant to be anonymous. So that is okay. Can't wait to do this next one now. Several hours. I need to ask that question. Several hours into the flight, I decided to write a note on a cocktail napkin. I in that note I wrote that I overheard their conversation. I told her she was being abused and deserved better. I urged her to get help and wrote that I was concerned about her safety. Because of the types of things Mr. was saying, the way he was talking to her, I was too afraid to include my full name and number on the note. I was afraid that he would come after me if he found the note. So I wrote on the note an old email address of mine that doesn't confirm my last name. When Mr. got up from his seat and walked towards the bathroom, I slipped the note between the seats to Miss Owens. I I did not speak to Miss or Mr. during this flight. I heard nothing from or about Miss until sometime around November 17 when her mother contacted me about the note I wrote. Since I then communicated with Miss mother a couple of times about the note and what I was during a flight in to Iceland in the I have a very hard time believing this. I don't know why. I have no idea believing this. Um okay, Mike the chorus says Mike locked himself in the loo for a few hours just to get away from Laura's Owens mania. Cool. I have a story that may interest you, that may be of interest to you. Your email is on here, right? Yeah, yeah. It's in the DMs. Yeah, it's sorry, not DMs. It's in the description. So feel free to email me that story. I would love to hear it. Thank you. But yeah, I would love this is the thing, because all of what was just said right there has just been undercut in just literally one message. Because I want to know about this Mike locking himself in the toilet. I actually did not. Oh my god, you're British. Oh, the chorus is British. Oh, you called it Lou. Oh,
Oh, all right. Which part are you from? Let me know in the chat which part of the UK you're from. That is very interesting. I did not. It took me a while to pick up on that. Um, but just reading that declaration in of itself, there is no like I don't. It's the minute she mentioned the mom, based on what we've just seen, there is no way I can take this declaration seriously. The reason why I say that is because the fact that the chorus here, as literally just said, that Mike has been hiding, and that changes a lot, especially with what we just read here. So if this is what she actually witnessed, I would be, and let's say for all intents and purposes that it was actually a true witnessing and she wasn't influenced by the Owens in any way, you now have to question a lot of things, like when did she witness that? Was like when, like, especially with now learning about my I have to look more into that, and definitely cannot wait to put together the next stream now, because I am gonna go now that I know most about this case. I am going to be sorting that out all next week, but I am going to ask that question the first and foremost, because it's the first time of me hearing about Mike locking himself in the bathroom. Okay, so that was Karen. I am looking for there is one more. I think I'm the mother. Okay, so this is the mom, and yes, so that is the next filing we are going to look at, and then we are also going to look at Laura's sister. No, Michael, Michael, uh, Michael's sister, Stephanie's response into all of this. So we're gonna go through that. But I'm gonna read the chat quickly. The chorus says, "Cool, I'll go on it. Yep, bro. Living in the East Midlands, but about to head for the South Coast near Hastings. I've worked all over the US, so my news is US heavy." Oh, okay. Well, if you're heading to the South, that means into the Hastings. That means you're gonna go through Brighton, that means you're gonna go through Brighton and then Southampton. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you enjoy yourself in Hastings. Oh wow, it's good to see another Brit folk here. Yeah, if you see Luton, feel free to stop by and say, "Hey Heinz, I'm here." Oh Lord. If you see Luton, Jane Jones said he locked himself in the bathroom when Megan interviewed him a couple of days ago after the hearing. Oh, did not know that. And I did not even finish the interview. Flip. I'm actually almost I was 20 minutes into that interview. Not even 20 minutes, 10 minutes. So 14, I think. I think 14. So I don't know about this. I am definitely going to watch this interview. Thank you so much for the heads up there, Jane Jones. Jay says there was a Reddit post about this time that describes this whole story. I went looking because I found this story odd, and the first thought was Reddit, since Laura uses Reddit so much. That's what I'm thinking. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, it does sound odd, especially from Karen's perspective. And I'm like, if Mike, it just doesn't make sense based on the conversations that they had, based on I believe, I'm not sure if I've got the right one here, because I did read this one. I'm not sure if I got the right one. I think this is between Mike. Is it between Mike and Clayton? So, or is it? Sorry, wait. This is between Clayton and. No, I don't think this. I don't think this is the right one. This not is. Sorry, this not. This is not between Mike and I think that's between Clayton and Laura. But there are text messages. I think I brought it up in the previous stream. Trying to find it. I clicked on the wrong one, but there were messages that they share with each other. And the point I'm trying to make by keep mentioning these messages, and I keep acting like a squirrel, but the point I'm trying to make is the fact that there would have been a reference there if this is an actual credible event, but there isn't something in there that would have reflected this, especially considering that the relationship was considering that the relationship was quite small in terms of time. That it's just not mathing to me. That's just all. Yeah, man. We'll speak. We'll speak. I'm sure we will need to, as you're gonna have questions for sure. Of course, the chorus. Yes, thank you so much for your help. Yeah, definitely hit me up. Um, the help, the amount of help I have, the more help I have with this, the better. Right. Okay. So, I think this was the messages I was referring to. So. So this was the message I was referring to. So they have discussed there, but it doesn't. This is with Mike. So no, this is with Mike. That's I'm looking for Greg. Damn it, because she's accusing Greg in this one. Sorry, wait. This is with Mike. Oh, score. Calm down. Okay, let's get back to. Okay, so yeah, so these are the messages that I was referring to. But like I'm looking at this. No, this is not the same messages. Is it the same messages? This is with Mike. Okay, so this is not the same. I thought this was with the another one of her accusers that hasn't come forward yet. But yeah. So I'm looking at these messages and I'm like, if this thing happened, when was the flight to damn, it was in December. So of course it's not gonna be here. All right, that makes sense. July. This is in July. I forgot the month for a minute there. It's not gonna be there. Common sense wise. Yeah, I forgot the month for a minute there. I thought it would have been there because I thought the messages was in 2017, but unfortunately it was 2016. So yeah, it doesn't really work for this, unfortunately. But yeah, as I was saying, I was looking for a bit of reference to that flight, and it just wasn't there. It seems this case is confusing. Um, this gets confusing. All right, so let's read this. This is the mother of Laura Owens, and we're gonna go and go into our filing. So it says the first time I met the respondent Mike was in spring 2016, 1 or 2 months after he and Laura started dating. On that occasion, my husband and I had dinner and Mike at the Battery. My first impression of Mike was that he was polite but calculating. I recall when I asked Mike about his background, he paused before answering. His answers seemed well crafted but feel like they're like emotion. The issue, to be honest, I hate this because this already falls apart. If you're trying to paint Mike to be this duplicitous kind of guy, right? Making him out to be a monster straight away, unfeeling kind of person, kind of defeats the love bombing exposition that you're supposed to set here. Kind of just putting out there, it doesn't do it much good. Just putting out there. So if he's calculated and all that, that means he was not really gaming your door. He was just being himself. One morning in around late or early June 2016, Laura came over to our house. Okay. With a black eye. I don't believe that. Nope. When I asked her what happened, she started crying and explained that Mike had hit her in the middle of the night while she was sleeping. Told me that she thought Mike was asleep when it happened and said it was probably involuntary. She expressed fear the idea of sharing a bed with Mike because he had hit her too hard, however deliberate or accidental it may have been. Beginning in late spring or early summer 2016, Mike started joining us for dinner several nights per month. We would go when we would go out. He wouldn't talk much. He was polite but seemed detached. Early on, I noticed that he was very unaffectionate towards, and he always walked in front of her, which seemed odd to me. Okay, okay. Starting in summer 2016, Mike's demeanor changed when we went out with him, and Mike would rarely participate. In the conversation would just sit there. He acted cold towards and showed little emotional engagement before he had at least acted politely. This I'm already a pause. This doesn't feel right. The reason why this doesn't feel right is because the dad said that, at least to Mike, that the door can make things up. Seeing this by the mom, I'm conflicted. Like, none of this can be true, and that statement exists that came from the dad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm very, very sorry. Sometime in June 2016, I found out Laura was pregnant. Shortly after finding out, I went to the North Beach restaurant with Mike, and Mike told us in a very calm and collected tone of voice that he thought Laura was one for him, and that he really saw them having a future together. He told us that he felt like having a child would be irresponsible, given how young he would that they how young he was, and the timing wasn't right. He said that he was going to pay for an abortion and committed to supporting throughout the process. It seemed like Mike was driving the decision for both of them. Motive. I always look for motive in every declaration. This is it. This is why you're making all this stuff up. Motive. Because, of course, it fits into her daughter's version of events because she has always wanted the abortion. Sorry, because she has always blackmailed Mike to get Mike to get the abortion. So of course this is why she's here to say that he promised to get the. It's not gonna work. You can't get consent out of someone. You can't pre-agree consent. Anyway, after she had the abortion, she seemed profoundly sad in a way I've never seen in before. Every time I saw her, she had been with Mike. She was upset. She cried often and said that she was struggling with feelings of guilt for having had the abortion and that Mike criticized her for this. One night in late 2016, called us in the middle of the night around 3 a.m. and Laura and I were sound asleep. Laura was very upset and crying. She told me that she and Mike had gotten into a fight and that he was being horrible to her. She said that Mike was in the bathroom and it seemed like she was trying to keep her voice down. I asked her if she wanted to come over. Then, here's a good part. Then Mike got on the phone and said to me, to the best of my recollection, I'm very sorry, Laura, to have called you in the middle of the night and disturbed you. I have things under control. I will calm her down. There is no need for you guys to come over here. I will deal with this. His voice was very cold and unemotional. I was afraid for Laura. Sometime in or around November 2016, disclosed that she was seeking treatment for depression related to the abortion. She shared with me that Mike had repeatedly told her that she was sick and needed to be medicated. Said that he called her crazy and retarded all the time and insisted that she be medicated or he would leave her. On December 2019, on December 9th, 2016, called me and sounded upset. She told me she felt worthless, that she didn't feel like there was a reason for her to live anymore. She felt guilt. Wait, you're putting this in a declaration in 2016 that she already has suicide. She didn't feel like living anymore. But we just saw you on camera saying that oh, come on, man. I contacted Mike and told him that I thought Laura was in a vulnerable situation. I told him I didn't know what status of their relationship was, but asked him to please answer Laura's phone calls if she tried to contact him. Later that day, I found out, went to the hospital, and so I went to be with her. The doctors told us that suicidal feelings may have been triggered by antidepressants, and she had started taking a few weeks prior. They adjusted her medication, and she was released within a couple of hours. Laura and Mike went to Iceland in late December 2016 on New Year's Eve 2016. Laura called me and this is so. Are you guys seeing this? Why are they reducting if they are going to keep showing the names? She was hysterical. She told me Mike was treating her horribly and was being cruel. She said that he was being so terrible to her that another passenger on the flight. Where is this passenger's declaration? You couldn't track him down. That another passenger on the flight had passed her a note telling her to get away from him. What is it with these people and note taking? Okay, I get it. This is the same one. But she said passenger. That one was a flight attendant. Was it a flight attendant? I think it was a flight attendant. Someone that works on a flight. So I have no idea. It's already not consistent, is what I'm trying to point out. And if I'm wrong, please point out in the chat. At some point during our conversation, Mike took the phone from Laura. He told us that she was just upset and said, "I've got this under control." He spoke in a cold, total, emotionless tone. I was afraid for Laura and felt like it was a very bad situation and that it wasn't good for her to stay with someone who treated her badly and upset her like that. Later that day or the following day, sent me a text message with a picture of the note written by the passenger on their flight to Iceland. And Mike came back from Iceland and confided in me that Mike had and Laura came back from Iceland and confided in me that Mike had strangled her while they were having sex. She said that it was really scary. I told she needed to end the relationship. She resisted and said that Mike promised it wasn't going to happen again. Okay. She intended to stay with him and give him a chance to change. She also shared with me that she had started believing things Mike was constantly telling her, things that she was stupid and that she was worthless and that nobody else was ever going to be with her. I don't believe that. In early 2017, Mike lost his job when this happened. He started coming out to family dinners with our family regularly. We also started taking Mike's mother, his sister's boyfriend out to dinners at Mike's suggestion. I started feeling like he was taking advantage of us. Oh wow, okay. Sometime in or around February 2017, called me in the morning to tell me she was sick and needed to go to the hospital. She explained that she had been very constantly throughout the night. She told me she was going to St. Mary's Hospital to get checked out and asked me to pick her up at the hospital when she was done. When I picked her up, I noticed that she had little red dots on her skin under her eyebrows, on her eyelids below her eyes. Is she having chicken pox? What? She looked very worn out. Hives? Wait, what's going on with this girl? When I asked her what happened, all she said was Mike was horrible to her the night before and that she had a bad night. Just red spots? Okay. Um, and Laura and I very close and see each other almost daily. While she was with Mike, she seemed almost sad and despondent on at least 5 different occasions. I have noticed bruises on her arms and legs. I can't say for sure how many times I saw with tiny red dots under her eyes, but it was at least 5 times. I've never seen marks like that on her body before. In or around spring 2017, told me that Mike had strangled her again. I told her it needed to stop, that she needed to get out of the relationship. She said that Mike had apologized to and promised wouldn't do it again. She expressed hope that she would change and would treat her like he used to before the abuse started. I thought the I thought the Iceland incident was isolated event until she shared this with me. She also told me that her self-esteem was so worn down by Mike's abuse that she believed nobody else would want to be with her. I hate this. On May 12th, 2017, Laura was taken to hospital because she had a seizure while on a horse and fell off. The references, now I get it. Oh, the first day Big Johnson brought this up. All right. Was taken to hospital while on a horse and fell off. Mike's mother and his sister were at the horse show to watch. I hope they were laughing, and went to the hospital with us. They called so he could walk with Laura while she was in the hospital. I was standing next to Laura's hospital bed while she was lying there, talking to Mike, and could hear everything she said to him about what happened. The next time I talked to Mike, he told me that he had talked with while she was in the hospital after she fell off the horse. The conversation I witnessed having, that she was making no sense and was talking crazy. I had heard what Laura had said. She seemed completely lucid, and there was nothing crazy and nonsensical about what she was said. It seemed like Mike was maybe trying to make her look crazy to convince me and everyone else that she was mentally unstable, that she was a red flag, and made me very uncomfortable and concerned for Laura. Mike did not come to the hospital to see her. In June 2017, Mike and Laura were still dating. We treated his mother and his sister's boyfriend to dinner. Um, to dinner at the house of prime rib to celebrate Mike's birthday. So he does all this. We're gonna close off on this one. Because I will pick this up. We will have to do another stream. We have to do another stream. I'm not gonna finish all of this, and I don't want this to be too long. So we're gonna have to pick this up another stream, and yeah, I will get a couple of guests with me to like kind of go through a bit of this because I have I have a few questions just by reading this. But let me just close off on there. I don't want this stream to be too long. But let me go into chat one last time and just speak with you guys. The chorus says it's confusing, bro. Here it is. Beth and show me that Dr. Himes, in my opinion, Laura needs 2 years in prison plus fines and probation. But I would be game to come on and argue for a possible explanation by a way of combo of mental health challenges. Erotomania. Oh, I like that finishing. Bevan Shermy, you know what? I might. That is a good shout. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good shout to probably do like a call-in show or something like that, where you guys get to try to put up your best defense. might consider it. Jay says exactly. Who has something like this happen and never talk about it? Again, especially if they're fighting, text would be the avenue they would talk, if not email, but not to never have evidence. Exactly. And I look for absence of evidence. First and foremost, absence of evidence is not proof of anything. It's just if you're making claims, it can be like an inconsistent statement if you're saying something that is not congruent with the communications that you're having with this person. That's the only time I think it becomes relevant, but absence of evidence usually doesn't really mean much. Gunther von Sprout says there are a few of us Brits in here tonight. How many of you? Let me know. Post your location in the chat, so that I know which part you're from. We've only got 3 minutes left, so let's make it count. Rep your location, rep your county, rep your town, I should say. And yet her parents bombarded him when his stepfather was dying to talk to Laura when she was saying she was going to commit suicide and begged him to tell her anything to keep her alive. Yeah. And this was 2016 and on. So you gotta think this is not the first time that she's done suicide. So again, I don't know why the police didn't even inquire further in that cam video. It's actually even worse that to even learn that there are filings where she's even feeling suicidal, and then the parents are even disclaiming that, Laura's mom even saying that to the police, and they're not even taking it seriously. That was wild to me. Not even an inquiry. Gunther van Sprout says South Wiltshire here. Do I know where South Wiltshire is? Is that near Derby and Nottingham? Swindon. Oh, okay. I guess it is. Is it close to where I was thinking? Okay, so it's just south. All right, nope, it's not near Derby or Swindon. It's just down south. All right, I had to. Sorry, I do that again. I know UK viewer checking in. Alana, UK viewer checking in. Alana, UK U1. Welcome, Alana. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you on the next one. I will put up a full-on stream schedule on Sunday to denote or to detail what's going to happen for the following week. I do want to say that the Unintentional Juror podcast is happening this Sunday. Hopefully you guys can tune into that live there, and that one is going to be same time, 7 o'clock UK time, as well as 2 o'clock Eastern time or 1 o'clock Central time, wherever you are. You can base on that. But we're going to be going through the Corey Richards trial. I'm going to be reacting to the hearing that is, I think it's today. I think it was. Whenever it was, I'll be going through the hearing, as well as updates with the Karen Reed hearing as well. I'm giving my reaction to that. And like we do on the Unintentional Juror podcast, is just to bring you updates with the ongoing cases that we would like to cover. We're definitely covering Corey Richards' trial on this channel. We might do a trial watch. I'm still undecided on whether to do that side or just to like provide recaps here and there on hindsight. But nonetheless, that is a trial I'm going to be covering, the Corey Richards trial. So hopefully I will see you for the Unintentional Juror where we can discuss that trial. But yeah, next week definitely going to have a lot more filing readings for Laura Owens. So it won't nothing this Sunday to do pertaining to Laura Owens. Is literally just going through all the true crime cases that are coming up that I'm going to be covering either through the Hines report and just collating all the details of that case down so that you guys can have the information ready, but just in general. The chorus says, I thought so, Gunter. Our names are rather distinctive. My name is, yeah, I nearly said my government there, but, okay, so I don't think buttocks. I immediately got the reference. I don't know why I got the reference, but I got the reference. Southwest. So, repping. So the chorus is from the Southwest. Southwest sounds like Hastings. So yeah, 20 miles north of Southampton. That sounds like 20 miles north of Southampton. 20 miles north of Southampton. Portsmouth is west of Southampton, if I'm not mistaken. Bournemouth is west also. Exeter is west. Colchester is north. So if you're 20 miles up north of Southampton, Brighton. I don't know. I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Swindon is 90 minutes. No, Wiltshire, Southwest. I know. I learned that now. Laura Owens, eye marks. I look. I am trying to understand these reference, but I love picking them up as I'm reading these documents. So yeah. But let me just read this final chat and then we'll just end it off here because it is really long. South Florida Thrifter says, I never heard an actual victim be concerned about the narrative. You're right. They shouldn't be concerned. They should be concerned about this big ass abuser finding them. Do we? Louise! Good Lord, I don't think these cops give a crap about your podcast ranking on that. Yo, to be honest, I love how you guys hate Laura Owens. Yo, that's great. It's righteous hatred. It's okay to hate the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she dresses, even the way that she even sends emails. It's okay to hate that. But anyway, I'm going to let it all there. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Hopefully, I'll see you guys this Sunday for the Unintentional Juror podcast. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next week as well. Will be dropping the details of what's to come up, what's in store next week for the streams on both channels. Yeah, I can't wait to finish what the mother has to say in regards to that declaration. There was definitely a lot more time that could have been dedicated, but it's all done from here on. Thank you so much, every single one of you that have tuned in. You're gonna need multiple streams for sure. The chorus, you are 100% correct. I am. I think I've done multiple streams. Hastings is near Brighton, 20 miles away. It's great trying and much appreciated. She's the OG of nasty people. Yes, she is. She's worse than Amber Heard. I actually think so, based on what she's done. Gunther from Sprout. It's nice to meet you as well, Gunther, and the chorus, and all my UK peeps. Jay, nice to see you as well. Every new people, Alana, Jane Jones, every Buff and Shermy, anyone that I may have forgotten. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week for some more updates because I'm pretty sure there'll be more updates. I we'll have a show form. I will definitely be releasing the details of the next show on the community note. So definitely do keep an eye on that. Without further, I'm going to say have a great evening. Have an amazing weekend. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I before I do go, I do want to say Heinz is gonna give you the TLC package. Heinz is gonna say, have your back and forths, but make sure that it's respectful in the comments. Don't be a creep. Keep it respectful. Keep it respectful. Do not be a creep. And without further, most importantly, we don't like no scrubs out here. So take care of yourself. All right. I oh my gosh. I hope if you guys didn't get that reference, those references, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But anyway, have a great evening, everyone. Take care of yourself, and I hope you did get the references. Yeah. All right. Heinz, everyone, out. Have a great evening.